Imagine standing in court, and the judge starts questioning not just your case, but your effort. Flushed face. In this courtroom, one simple question turns into a serious reality check, and what happens next could change everything.
You're Kristen Bell. Come on up. And Miss Bell, were you able to get someone hired?
No, ma'am, but I did speak.
Who'd you talk to?
Hold on. So I spoke with Mr. Sonny Eckhart. He told me the prices for his, it was $5,000. I spoke with Allison Family Law. We would have to do a $100 consultation, which I would have to do after I got paid, which I haven't done yet.
Okay.
Then I spoke with Jason Nix. He told me his prices and everything, $5,000 upfront, $4,000 if I do a payment plan with $1,500 monthly. That's something I would do.
So thank you for doing what I asked you to do. I'm going to have you fill out some paperwork this morning to see if you qualify for a court-appointed lawyer. You need to make sure and fill it out accurately and completely. You're going to swear under oath that it's all true and correct. Okay. And then I'll take a look at it. If you step in front of the clerk down there, she'll give you that paperwork. Good morning, sir. You're Michael Morgan. And Mr. Morgan, this is your initial appearance in cause number 24, DCCR 0590. You're charged with a state jail felony offense of theft with prior convictions. Since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
No, ma'am. They told me I had a court appointment by you.
Yes, sir. So what happens is when you're in custody, we automatically give you one. And now that you've bonded out, I expect you to at least try to hire someone. So what I'm going to do is reset your case for about 30 days or so to give you some time to see if you can get someone hired. If you do get someone hired before that next court date, you're going to get a reset notice today. Bring that to that lawyer and they'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone before the next court date, I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts. They have different payment plans. Bring me back the names of the lawyers you've talked to so I know you're trying, and then we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following the court order, and you would have to go back to jail. All right, thank you, sir. You can step in front of the clerk, and she'll give you a reset. Sorry, you're Tevin Edmondson. And Mr. Edmondson, this is your initial appearance in cause number 26, DCCR 0046. You're charged with the 3rd-degree felony offense of theft of property. And since you've made bond in your case, well, let's see, that's from November 4th of 2025. Since you've made bond, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
I just got hired on with half. So
Say it again, I'm sorry.
I just got hired on with half one, so my money just started flowing.
Okay. Good. So what I'll do, Mr. Edmondson, is reset your case for about 30 days to give you some time to try to hire someone. If you get someone hired before the next court date, bring the reset notice that you get today to them. They'll tell you what to do.
Yes.
If you're unable to, I want you to at least talk to 3 attorneys. So I'm ordering you to visit with as many as you can, but they all charge different amounts. They have different payment plans. Bring me back the names of the lawyers you've talked to so I know you're trying, and then we'll discuss your options. Yes. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following the court order, and you will go back to jail. Do you understand? Yes. You'll step in front of the clerk. She'll give you that reset notice. You're Jeremiah Douglas. Mr. Douglas, wearing sweat-tight pants is not appropriate in court, okay? All right, I'll reset your case. Stay in touch with Mr. West. Did you already file something?
It's been filed, but I don't know if it was done over the weekend, so I don't know how.
Okay.
But I'll make sure.
Stay in touch with Mr. West. He'll let you know when your next court date is. You're free to go, sir. Good morning, ma'am. Your Isis Martin. And Miss Martin, were you able to get someone hired?
Mr. Lacy Adams.
You did. You already hired them, or you're going to hire them?
I'm going to hire him, but I've had to make the because I just started working, but I did pay this week.
Okay, so if I reset you a couple of weeks, you should be able to take care of that. So I'll just do 2 weeks. If you get him hired before then, make sure you bring the reset notice. But he'll call the court, let us know that he's hired, and that next court date might get changed. If you don't hear from him or something happens and you haven't hired him yet, make sure you're here on that court date, okay?
Yes.
All right, step in front of the clerk, Langston Adams. Good morning, you're Miracle O'Veal.
Yes.
And Miss O'Veal, were you able to get someone hired?
I was not, but I did talk to people.
Who'd you talk to?
I talked to the first one was Miss Brittany Holmes. Unfortunately, she was the suspect's lawyer, so we couldn't move further.
Gotcha.
I talked to Mr. Links and Scott Adams. We did start to move forward and things of that nature, but he wanted a certain down payment amount that I couldn't initially afford to give him before today.
Okay.
And I also reached out to Miss Elizabeth Gillespie. I think that's how you say her last name.
Okay.
But unfortunately,
the circumstances that we need as far as my requirement. to be
Okay,
ready.
and so do you think if you had more time, you'd be able to get Mr. Adams or someone hired? Are you working?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so why don't I do this? I'll give you one more reset, see if you can get that down payment either for him or contact some more. They all charge different amounts. You can tell probably from talking to a few. Bring me those names if for some reason you can't get someone hired. If you do get him or someone else hired, then just bring the reset notice to them and they'll tell you what to do, okay?
Yeah, the reason why I couldn't get him, I should have remember the first time I told you I was paying him.
I can't, if you think I can remember 4 weeks ago, I
you
could.
know, you're right. Yeah, I was
Tell me
paying
again.
for my car's transmission, so I could be able to transport him to the police department.
Okay, and have you been able to get that taken care of?
It's still currently in the shop, but I was able to pay my dad's bill.
So let's do this. Why don't I have you fill out some paperwork this morning to see if you qualify for a court-appointed lawyer? You need to make sure and fill it out accurately and completely. You're going to swear under oath that it's all true and correct, and then I'll take a look at it. Step in front of the clerk on the end. She'll give you that paperwork. Are you Gabriel Pena?
Johnson.
And Mr. Pena, this is your initial appearance in cause number 26 DCCR 0064. You're charged with a third-degree felony offense of failure to comply with sex offender registration requirements from September 27th of 2025. And Mr. Pena, are you able to hire a lawyer?
I have a stroke. I
Okay,
have a patient. It's hard for me to get my,
sure.
I got a the bondsman
Uh-huh.
said my lawyer was a
It's Mr. Mr. Rojas was appointed. Yeah. So Mr. Rojas was appointed to represent you while you were in custody. And I'm assuming, are you not able to work right now? Okay. So I'm going to find that you qualify for a court-appointed lawyer. Mr. Rojas will remain your attorney. If you step in front of the clerk, she's going to give you his information and then when to get in touch with him and things like that. All right, so step in front of this clerk. Good morning. You're Robert Simon. And Mr. Simon, you're here on 2 cases. Cause number 25, DCCR 1740, you're charged with possession of a controlled substance. And that's from January 17th of 2025. And then in cause number 25, DCCR 1368, you're charged with burglary of a habitation, a second-degree felony from August 18th of 2023. And since you've made bond, excuse me, in each of these cases, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
Stretched to the max right now. Actually,
I can't hear you.
we're stretched to the max right now, and we're looking on a basically she works for the gas station. I'm going on it, and that's the only income I have.
Are you working? Why not? Okay, has that already been filed? So here's the thing, if you're not all ready and you haven't filed it yet, then I expect you to at least try to get a lawyer. So I'm going to reset your cases. You obviously made 2 bonds on 2 different felonies, which there are different dates, which gives me a little concern that one happened before the other. So anyway, I'm going to reset your case about 30 days to give you some time to try to move some and to try to get a job. So if you get a job, then you need to bring me. Well, you need to try to get a job, an actual job, so that you can try to hire a lawyer. All right. So I want you to bring me proof that you either have a job or that you have applied to jobs at least 5 a week. If I test you today, Mr. Pena, would you have anything? I mean, Mr. Simon, would you have anything in your system? Have a seat in the 3 box. Let's check that out before.
This wasn't just a hearing, it was a wake-up call. Scales. If you think justice is always black and white, think again. Backhand index pointing right. Subscribe now for more real courtroom moments, shocking decisions, and stories you won't believe are real.